Good evening, Forge fans. So, we've got something wonderful for you tonight. Inner Games has provided our two most Irish employees to give you an introduction to the St. Patrick's Day event in Forge. I'm joined here by our wonderful game designer, Jess. Hello, Jess.
Hi everyone. Yes, top of the
It's
morning to
only
you.
you. I have the passport, but I don't have the accent, so I cannot say that. But what I'm here to do is to ask you some questions on behalf of the community to find out what's going on. So, Jess, would you like to quickly give us a bit of an idea of what the event is about?
Sure. Yeah, so welcome to St. Patrick's Day Inside Forge. So this year, if you played it similar, or if you played it the past couple of years, you'll briefly know. But for those who don't, the St. Patrick's Day event is a little bit like an idle game. If you've ever played that before. So basically, what you are tasked with doing in the event is to help a town get ready for the festivities, like for the St. Patrick's Day festival. Um, so when you enter the event, you will have a town basically in front of you with a river, and there's different kinds of buildings. You have a festival building, which is in the across on one side of the river. Below it, you'll have a ship, and to the right, if I'm right, you will have your first factory, or let's say building that you basically need to produce goods in, and basically move your goods via the ship to the festival. And then when, obviously, as one does, when you get goods to a festival, the festival is better than it would be without it, and everybody's happy. So basically, that's like the premise of what you need to do in the event. Um, and yeah, once you do well in the festival, you can like leave that town in the next town. So that's how the event is high level played.
So, you're like a roving party manager.
Exactly. Yeah, you're moving from town to town to help the festival, help everyone get ready for the festivities. And there's like a lot of strategies within that. Before I go any more deeper into like strategies or anything like that, I will say that there's really good tutorials on our YouTube channel, Forge's YouTube channel, because I know that sometimes I've seen that some people get a little bit they don't understand all the mechanics, because it is a little bit more complicated than our other events. So totally check out the tutorials that we have. And yeah.
So, you were talking about moving from town to town. How long does it actually take to move to the next town through playing the event?
Yeah, so in this event, time is really important, or like being really good with managing your activities in the event, and making sure that you play every day. Um, so if you're managing about one and a half towns a day, um, you're good. So you need to basically sign in every day, and make sure that you're building up your town, which I haven't explained, which I will in a minute. Um, and then basically moving from one town to the next within, sorry, about a day and a half per town. So yeah, that's basically what you need to do. And there's other strategies within there. You can there's lots of things to help you. Like there's a time skip option in the event if you feel like you're not making enough shamrocks, which again I should explain first. You can progress to the next town faster. But basically, in order to progress to the next town, you need to get 8.4 quadrillion shamrocks to move to the next town. So that's how much you need to generate. And shamrock is the currency of the festival. So if you're doing really good with the festival, you're basically generating shamrocks. Let's say it's cheer, festival cheer. And yeah, to do this, basically, what I would suggest is the event has 5 different oh my god, what are they called? Factories in the town, and you need to unlock all 5 of these factories and upgrade them to basically generate enough goods to ship your goods from the factory area to the festival, because the festival, obviously, the more you upgrade the festival with shamrocks, the more goods it needs, right? That makes sense. And yeah, so you need to unlock all 5 of the festivals. And what's very, very important, so that you're not doing all of this manually, because that's the kind of part of the idle game mechanic in this event, is to hire managers. Managers are your key in this event. You need to make sure that you're hiring managers per building in the town. So you can hire a festival manager to manage your festival when you're not online in the event. You can hire a captain for your ship. He looks great. He looks yeah, like a typical captain. And you can also hire then factory managers per factory. So the 5 different factories. The 5 different factories are a hat factory, a drinks factory, a fireworks factory, a cake factory, and a flowers factory. All the things, all the goods that you would need in a proper festival, right? So to hire managers, you need to use something called pots of gold. I really love this event. Yeah, every time you hire a manager for a factory, it will automate the factory, so it will start producing the goods automatically. And then you can also upgrade your manager in in a factory or in the ship or in the festival, and it will make things more efficient. So it will either produce more in a factory case and take less time, or in the case of the ship, the captain will make your ship go faster across the river, bring in the goods to the festival, or transport more. And in the case of the festival, it will generate more shamrocks for you to use back in the game, or what should I say, generate more shamrocks or at a less amount of time. So managers are really, really, really important.
So there are a lot of tasks that you can do in each town. Is it necessary to finish all of them to advance to the next town?
Great question. So yeah, in each town there's different tasks, and you can follow the tasks to help you also understand what you're supposed to do in the event, because yeah, like I said, there's lots of moving components in the event. So follow the tasks at the beginning and it should help you. So there are there's 25 tasks that you need to complete in order to get 1 grand prize. And each town has more than 25 tasks. So there's about 38, I think, off the top of my head, tasks per town. So you do not need to finish all tasks in a town, meaning all 38 tasks of a town. You don't need to finish them all. But the more you can finish, the more tasks that will go towards your grand prize. So your grand prize is not per town. It's something that stays with you as you move town. So your progress will stay with you always. So if you're completing, at least 30, I want to say 32, 33, without giving too much away, 32 or 33 tasks per town, you'll get enough tasks done to get the grand prizes for the building. So yeah.
Okay. So we've got a question from Gamer Mr. T on YouTube. Do you have to get all of the treasure chests at the end twice to get the full event building?
All the treasure chests at the end? No. So yeah, great question. Thank you for that. So there's a couple things that you can do in this event. There's lots of different strategies, and again, I don't think we'll have time to go into all of them, but go online. There's also loads of other YouTubers out there who are giving really, really good strategy and tutorial videos on this. But you can get the selection kits or upgrade kits for the building, which is the new grand prize build here, which I'll talk about as well, from the grand prize itself. So this 25 complete 25 tasks to get 1 grand prize. You can get it from the surprise box. So we played the event previously to St. Patrick's Day. There's a surprise box in that box. Sorry, a selection kit in that surprise box, and that's one that will give you 1 level for free if you played the last event. And then you have to complete all the quests as well. And yeah, I think there's 3 levels in the quests. So that if you do all of that, you'll pretty much get the full building if you're logging in every day and completing a lot of towns. And you can save up all your pots of gold at the end to open all the chests if you feel like if you don't have enough time. So if you're that's the strategy. If you feel like towards the end of the event or at the beginning that you don't have enough time to finish as many towns as you need to within the 22 days of the event, then you can use your pots of gold to open all the chests at the end, as many rounds as you want, to get a selection kit after 6 chests. So yeah, it's a long answer.
So, how many times do I need to finish a town to get to the Celtic farmstead at level 10?
Yeah, I will also tell you a little bit about the building because I haven't done that either. So the building is 10 levels, so you need to complete around 18 towns in order to get the building if you haven't gotten the surprise box. So again, if you've gotten the surprise box, you have basically a head start compared to everyone else. So yeah, but then let's talk a little bit about this year's building because I know it's one that everyone is obsessed about. So this year's building is the Celtic farmstead, and it's a pretty big building. It's 5 by 6. It has 10 levels, like Thomas mentioned, and it is a very Irishy looking building. It's super cute. So yeah, and the building is giving lots of yummy things this time. It's giving forge points, it gives goods, it gives guild goods as well. If I'm yes, I am right by that. And it also gives an attack for attacking army boost, which I know it's like everyone's favorite thing. So, and I know you're always waiting to see if the next event building is going to have this, and here you are. There you go. So yeah, it's a really good building. You need to get it to the 10th level for it to be really, really good. So make sure that you're leveling it up. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the building.
Okay. Are you planning to apply balancing changes to the old buildings from previous events as well?
Are you planning to make balancing changes to previous event buildings, meaning the ones that we did last year?
Yes.
No, we currently don't plan on making any balancing changes to buildings from the events beforehand. We did this once or twice, but it's not usually something that we do that much.
We have a comment from Baron on YouTube saying that Jess, you seem bored.
I'm not bored at all. It's a Patrick's Day event.
Okay. Exactly. we can teach people about the crack.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Cool. Okay. So I Love Shoes 3 is asking if anyone else is super hyped for the 10th anniversary event. Is there anything special you might want to? You're not going to give away anything, are you?
I can't give away too much now, but I guess if you
do we know, have we done it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the event is currently on beta. So if you're playing beta, you're probably playing it right now. So yeah, and if you're not playing beta, I highly encourage you to play on beta and help us out when we're testing out stuff. So yeah, new event coming, but that's not
Okay.
That's not yet, guys. You'll have to wait a little bit longer. Sorry.
Okay. Another question we have here. So, do we have any plans to include daily specials in the future?
Ooh. Yes. I would love daily specials at the St. Patrick's Day event. We don't have it at the moment because it doesn't really fit so well in the event mechanics. Or let's say it's not really needed. But I think in maybe potentially next year, not at the moment for this year, no, but maybe next year, yeah. We might add it in. But if you're looking for, I probably know where this question is coming from. If you're looking for buildings from last year, you can get the buildings from when you complete a town. You get this, we spoke about it a little bit, you get this little chest selection screen where you can pick chests, and each chest has a reward. And yeah, the Druid Temple from last year is there. I've got a blank. I can't remember what the year before was called. The Celtic Forest, set. They're all in there. So every time you complete a town, if you want to use your pots of gold to get previous event buildings, you can do it there. But I really don't suggest doing that if you are really trying to get this year's Celtic farmstead building. I would wait and use it to get to make your town more efficient with the managers.
I see. So Beth on Facebook just wrote, asked if you have a suggestion how many chests you should open between the cities. So do you?
It's because it's not. It depends on. It's really hard to say because it depends on what you want from the event. So if you're someone who doesn't want, so how do I say this? You can totally finish one town and then just stay in the chest area, like opening chests, and you would have to purchase a lot of pots of gold and just open as many chests as you want, and then you can get lots of buildings from the previous event and still get the selection kits for this year's building after every 6 chests you open. But if you want to play the event and not purchase pots of gold, then you need to focus on completing towns to complete the tasks in the towns to get the grand prize. That's the strategy you need to do if you want to just like play the event as a normal free player. Make sure you're completing all the quests and focusing on using your pots of gold to buy managers and upgrade managers, not in the chests.
Okay. Cheers. So, I Love Shoes 3Q has asked the question: is it worth to put in a level 8 or a level 9 farmstead?
I'm not sure what you mean by put in. Maybe like use, like if you have a level 8 or level 9 and you don't get level 10 because it's 10 levels, maybe that's what they mean. Write in if you don't mean that, and I can answer it again, but I will answer this. So level 8 and level 9 are our event buildings, just as an FYI, are extremely powerful. They're like really amazing buildings always for every single player in every age. So even lower or even even buildings that aren't at the highest level will always still be good for your city especially if you're starting out at the beginning of the game, like beginning to mid. I guess there's going to be millions of people now saying, if you're at the if you've been playing the game for forever, you really need the last level. But even if you're starting out at the beginning or mid, totally use the building. It will still be really good for you. But the building is amazing at the last level because that's how it should be when you max out the building. So yeah.
Okay. So Andre on Facebook has just asked, are you planning to do anything new with combat? They think that it's pretty old, and they're wondering if any new mechanics might be coming, or change some of the troops to change the balance.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you've been playing the game for a while, we're always updating parts of the game and trying to like we just did a big update on GBG, and we're obviously always adding new ages, which usually comes with it new content in every aspect. So yeah, that's how we're currently working. In terms of doing a bigger like facelift of combat in general, at the moment we're not, but we're all, because we're focusing on other things that are being requested. But like I said, we're always doing updates and tweaking things and improving stuff. So I would never say never. Yeah.
Okay. I think we've got one last question from actually Baron, who suggested you might have been bored earlier
Aaron,
on YouTube. But he's asking, or they're asking, how many prizes is it possible to get within the time frame of the event?
I'm not sure what you mean by prizes. Do you mean like rewards in general? Because I can answer both, I guess. Rewards in general, like oh my god, math off the top of my head. So you can do 30, let's say you do 33 tasks, and each task gives you a reward or a prize. And you can do, let's say, 17 to 18 towns. Multiply that plus the chest plus the all the rewards from the quests. So I'm not sure. Yeah,
Get
exactly. I'm not
calculators
sure.
out now,
I
Naomi.
don't think my brain will allow me to do that right now, but it's a lot. If you mean grand prizes, then it's around, yeah, 17 to 18 you can do. But that's, again, it's like you have to be really, in this event, it's not so much about the amount of event currency that we give it. Like, you need to be really efficient and really logging in every day, doing your sessions every day, making sure that you're upgrading your managers and upgrading the buildings themselves, like all the factories and all of this stuff, to make sure that, because it's all about time, this event, it's about generating shamrocks over time. So time is your friend, but also your foe in this case. So yeah.
Okay. So that was the last question. So thank you very much indeed, Jess. And I wish everybody here a happy St. Patrick's Day when it comes in a couple of weeks' time. And until then, have fun in the event.
Bye
Bye-bye.
everyone. Happy St. Paddy's Day.